is being curated for you by you. Okay, that sounded like a tagline or something. That really sounded like a tagline for something. Okay, what else? What does my collective need to hear? I love when the cards do this. I love when they do this. You got co-create, and then the number 40 could mean something for you. This landed right on top of inspired action. So you need to take action on this, please. Please. Anything that you're putting together, make a vision board for it. If you're doing it physically, bulletin board, one of those whiteboards. If you're doing it electronically, Canva, Pinterest, put that thing together, please, because you got a vision that wants to be brought to life, quite literally. Okay, so co-create with the universe, co-create with the world, see what you can put out there. This is something very romantic is what I'm getting, because I can see like candlelit, I can see like an amber scented candle. I love amber scented candles. So yeah, just put it out there in the universe, okay? And you shall receive. You'd be surprised, okay? Wow, what is going on in the energy today? Okay, I think it's because it's Venus Day and it's Friday. Writing, okay. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with your words. The words you write, okay? So write this down. Really get into detail about it. Write a love letter to yourself. Write a letter to your future self, okay? What else is this collective? And this is falling under Moldavite. I didn't even see that it went off, but I was saying writing fell under Moldavite. So this is very impactful in your everyday life. Like everything that you jot down and you write into detail, it's you co-creating with the universe to bring it to life. So pay attention to what you're writing down. Pay attention to the words you're saying, okay? You also have a very unique way of writing. Maybe you dot your I's a certain way. Maybe you write, I don't know, you just write a certain way is what I'm getting, because I'm really paying attention to how I wrote this down. And don't be afraid to be, whimsical in your writing. I keep hearing the word whimsical, like creative, like, I don't know, imaginative. Be imaginative when you write this down. Even if it sounds crazy, you're the only one that's going to see it, right? So if you're co-creating and if it's something that's pulling on your heart that you need to start like creating, then do it, please. What else does this collective need to hear? I'm not telling you what to do. This is not a demand, just a suggestion. What else does this collective need to hear at this time? Ooh, earth signs. Okay, so you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Ooh, this is actually so funny because I love when things line up like that. It's falling right under the air signs. So whoever you're connecting with, whatever energy that you are supposed to be possessing at this time while you're co-creating with the universe has to do with an air sign or an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? And this is actually so funny because Venus Day, these two signs are actually heavily connected to Venus Day, okay? They're both romantic, they're both peaceful, they love balance, they love harmony, they love luxury, okay? They love to feel comfortable. So this is your confirmation, okay? Any other messages before we end this? And they're heavily, those are like, to me, air signs and earth signs are the most intense signs when it comes to love, just because they understand the balance of it, So, yeah. I just heard get you one of them. don't know if you have somebody in your life that's an air sign or earth sign, but they're heavily connecting with you right now. Okay. What else? Final messages for my collective. Final messages for my collective. Final messages. Final messages. Is that it? Was that the final message? I heard letter when I was looking at writing. Love letter. Ooh, the way that just dropped. Love letter. But I'm gonna come out. What else for my collective? What does my collective need to hear at this time? Clear messages, please. Thank you. Okay, you got fated meeting. The number 7 could be heavily significant to you. I don't know why I said heavily, but it fell right on top of aqua aura. So healthy communication, relationships. This is also at the heart of your energetic reading. Okay. Yeah, something here is definitely meant for you. Something is going to be either sent in your life, or I saw 444. Something is going to be orchestrated in your life to come together. Okay, because this is something that you asked for at the end of the day. This is something that you kept pushing for. You wanted to see change, is what I'm hearing. Energy healing. This is also very healing to your energy at this time. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Okay, so keep going. Keep doing what it is you're doing, because it is attracting a lot of new beginnings for you. Okay, and especially in love and connection and relationships. This doesn't always have to be romantic. It could be the relationship you have with your family, the relationship you have with your animals, the relationship you have to something that you really enjoy doing that inspires you. Maybe making collages, maybe taking pictures. It could be anything of that sort. Okay, if it feels healing to you, it's definitely good for you. Okay. Let's see what else. Any other final messages for my collective? Ooh. I like how they're coming out in 2s. Oh, it's a 3. Never mind. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. Fresh start. What did I say? Fresh start. Don't dwell on the past. Dare to make that bold change. There will be sacrifices and roadblocks, but you are protected. It is imminent. It's an imminent move. Oh my gosh. What is at stake and what is stale and depressed will be revitalized. With this new energy, you are shown the way. I don't know why I was being pulled to hold this up with the Moldavite, but again, this is something that you asked for, to bring clarity, to bring change into your life. If you already are used to crystals and their energy frequency, definitely pick up a Moldavite. Okay, this is the time. This is your confirmation, and this is the time. Please always do your research before you do any of this like energetic frequency work with crystals. Okay, and then you got soul searching. We got a confirmation, and it's 1:44 p.m. I said this earlier. Soul searching, your confirmation. Time to go within and uncover your true feelings. And you got make a decision. Did I already say that? Make a decision. That's beautiful. I love that. Was there anything else? Any final messages for my collective? Come into power. Okay. I step into my power boldly and confidently. All right. Let me just let you know. With Moldavite, it's a high frequency crystal, so you want to make sure you're balancing out your energy especially if you're going to be carrying it around or if you're going to be wearing it, especially if it touches your skin, okay? Just because, again, it's a high frequency crystal, okay? So you need to make sure it doesn't drain you. You need to make sure it doesn't consume you. You need to make sure you're balanced and your cup is full before you carry that thing around, all right? Make sure only you're in contact with that crystal. Make sure nobody touches that crystal. Make sure nobody touches any of your crystals, okay? But yeah, it's a very powerful crystal. So this is just your, caution. Very light caution, okay? Nothing to be scared of. But if you are looking for some transformation, and I'm saying like quick transformation and change into your life, oh baby, it's coming, all right? It's gonna come to you, and before a blink of an eye, you're not even gonna realize what just happened in your life, okay? And I'm not saying this to I don't know. I can, let's go to the next one. Okay, so what I was saying was I can kind of lightly hear somebody's skepticism. Like in the back of your mind, you're thinking, what is a crystal gonna do? Is it really gonna do that much? Is it really that powerful? I don't believe this chick. What is she talking about? That's okay. Now, a part of your journey is having faith, right? It's 144 as I say this. If you don't have faith, then no, none of this is going to happen. None of this is going to work. But if you do have faith and you're actively trying each and every day and you're actually trying to better your journey, better your life, your experiences, then yes, this is definitely going to work for you. I wouldn't be saying this if this wasn't true, okay? I remember, I guess I'm being called to share an example. I remember I got my first Moldavite. It was my first and only one because of how powerful that crystal was. And at first I wasn't seeing any change. At first I wasn't seeing anything dramatic happen or transform in my life. And so I was like, they lied to me. Maybe I didn't get an authentic crystal. Also, be sure to check your crystals to make sure they're authentic, okay? But yeah, I had that crystal for a while. And then the way that crystal worked for me was an inner transformation. Before I could see anything change in my outer world, it had to change inside of me. And there was a lot going on at that time in my life. And let me just tell you, I was not ready to have that crystal in my life at that time in my life because there was a lot going on. And the way that it was kind of transforming everything else, it felt like a struggle for me to fully accept the things that were leaving my life and the things that I had to sit with and the things that I had to face. Now, yes, it brings a lot of change and transformation and goodness, and it helps you realign yourself so, you're now focused on going towards your true north in life. But it also shakes up a lot of things in your life that you probably weren't expecting. Maybe you could have connections, relationships leave your life abruptly and you weren't ready to say bye to that. Okay, so I'm telling you again, if you are going to be searching for this crystal and you are going to be looking for it, make sure you're ready for that change and transformation, but you also got to make sure you're steady within yourself before diving any deeper, because this is a heavy card. You got soul searching with it. So this is only a crystal that I recommend you looking into. Please do your research first if you're ready for that deep dive in your soul, in your life, okay? I wouldn't be saying this for no reason, and I don't just speak out of my ASS for no reason, okay? But yeah, there's an abundance card at the top of the deck. So that's telling me that lucky times are ahead, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Okay, so make sure you're balancing out your energy before anything else. I know life is a whole balancing act, but this message is telling me you've already done a lot of the work. You know what I'm saying? You've already, it's like you're reaching that next stage. You're going for that next level, that next step in your life to really solidify all of the things that you've worked so hard for in the past. And it's really showing, collective. Like, your energy is very soothing to see. And it's like, oh my God, these messages, the way they come to me is hilarious, by the way. I'm hearing, what's that line in The White Chicks where the guy is like, white chocolate or something? He says, you're my white chocolate. That guy's voice, but the way he's saying it to that girl, that's how your energy feels. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah. Again, take only what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I hope this found who it's meant to. I hope these messages gave you some clarity on your journey along the way. Okay, and let me know how these resonate with you. I would love to know. Also, be sure to check out my other links in the description. Go check out my YouTube if you do feel called to. I will see you guys next time, collective. Have a beautiful day. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you next time.